welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope everyone's doing great. Today I'll be showing you guys how I made this delicious Jamaican curried goat that I served up with some rice and peas and some freshly made Israeli salad. So let's get right into it. I had already cleaned and washed my goat meat with some regular distilled vinegar and some water. You can clean your meat however you prefer. And I have all my ingredients right here that I'm going to put in the description below in case I missed anything. So I have some onion powder, some black pepper, some salt, of course, some garlic powder, curry spice, turmeric, and whole spice. So I'm going to go in with my onion powder now. And guys, please don't be afraid to add the seasoning to the meat because we're going to add water as we go along. So we're going to lose some of the flavor we started out with. So just add the seasoning. Most of the seasonings that I'm using does not contain salt in it. That's why I'm adding this much salt. I'm going to go ahead and add my garlic powder. This is my favorite garlic powder. I also love this hot curry powder. It gives it a kick. Like, it's not too hot, but it gives it that kick. And I also like to mix different curry powders when I'm cooking. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I just love to incorporate different flavors to my food. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go in also with some whole spice. In Jamaica we call this pimento seed, and guys, this has a very strong aroma and taste, so you don't need a lot, maybe 3. But whatever you're making, it gives it such a wonderful flavor, like it changes the whole taste. I love it. I'm going in with some avocado oil just to add some moisture to the meat and the seasoning so I can get it evenly distributed throughout every single piece of the meat, because we want to make sure that the flavor is everywhere, not just one place. And you're just going to go in with your hand. You want to make sure that your hands are clean, of course. You can put the gloves on if you want to. I prefer not to. And you just want to incorporate the seasoning. Rub it in. Don't be afraid, guys. Get the seasoning all over that baby because you want it to be properly seasoned. I'm going in with my turmeric right now. I love to mix turmeric with my curry spice. It gives it more flavor, and turmeric has wonderful health benefits as well. So I'm just going in with some turmeric. And I'm just gonna continue to rub it in and make sure that every single piece of meat has seasoning on it. But I did this the night before. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna get right into getting this curry goat ready. So let's get our vegetables ready in the meantime. So I have 2 medium-sized potatoes, not chopped too fine, 2 large carrots. You don't want to cut them too fine. And I have some thyme right here, some freshly chopped ginger, a large onion, 2 bell peppers, 3 cloves of garlic, and 2 stalks of green onions or scallions. And I'm also going to add a little piece of Scotch bonnet to give it some more flavor. You can substitute the Scotch bonnet pepper for habanero, or you can just simply skip this step. it's not gonna make that much of a difference, to be honest with you. Now you're gonna get your pot ready on medium flame. You're gonna add your oil and let it heat up a little bit. Now we're gonna go in and we're gonna add our curry to the hot oil. What we're doing right now is burning the curry. This is very important because what's going to happen here is that the heat is going to release the flavor of the curry. So let that curry burn, baby. In Jamaica, we burn that curry. We're going to add the meat to the pot and we're going to let the curry on that burn as well. You don't want to overcrowd the pot too much because you want to be able to turn it to the other side and brown the other side as well. So don't crowd your pot too much. So once both sides are finished, I'm just going to cover my pot for 5 minutes or so, and I'm going to get some hot water ready so that I can start cooking my meat. What I'm going to do though is that hot water, I'm going to pour it into the same container that I seasoned my meat in, because there's still some seasonings and flavor left over in it that we want to get everything into it. So I'm basically going to pour it into the same container I used, as you can see. So I'm just pouring my hot water, and you want to make sure to cover the meat. You don't want to have some parts of it cooked and some parts uncooked. So I'm just going to cover it and let it cook for an hour, and then we're going to come back and check to see how soft it has gotten. So it didn't get as soft as I wanted it to be after that 1 hour. It's really not going to, because we're not using a pressure cooker. You can use a pressure cooker if you want to. I prefer not to. So I'm now adding the first half of my peppers that I'm using right now, and then we'll use the remaining later on. And half of that large onion. We're adding all the scallions right now, and the thyme. And also we're gonna add our ginger right now as well. The ginger is gonna give it such an amazing flavor. It's actually one of my favorite herbs to use, especially when I'm making curry. We're also adding all the garlic right now as well. So we're just gonna give that a good mix, and then we're gonna cover it and let it cook for an additional 30 to 40 minutes. And then we're gonna check to see how soft it has gotten. So this is how the goat is looking after that additional 30 minutes. As you can see, most of the water has reduced. So I'm just going to go in with some more hot water to cover it a little bit, because it's not as soft as I want it. I like my meat falling off the bone. So we're going to cook it for 30 more minutes and check to see the softness. So roughly it's going to be about 2 hours in total, or 2 hours and 15 minutes. It really varies on the method if you're using a pressure cooker, and also the tenderness of the goat that you have. So just keep checking. You don't want to undercook it and you don't want to overcook it. So this is how the goat is looking after that additional 30 minutes. So in total, it has been an hour and 30 minutes. Now I'm going to go in with all my potatoes and all my carrots, and I'm just going to give it a good mix because we want to make sure that everything is cooked properly. Now, the pepper that I showed you guys earlier, the Scotch bonnet, I actually put it in my rice and peas, and I took it out to dispose of it. Now I'm just going to take a piece off and put it in the goat before I do so, and that's going to give it more flavor. Now I'm re-seasoning my goat because it lost most of the flavor due to the water we've been adding. So I just added some garlic seasoning and some all-purpose adobo. Now I'm going in with my bell peppers, the remaining, and also the remaining half of that large onion. And we're just gonna give it a good mix again, guys. So I'm just removing the stems from the thyme. It's a little annoying when you're eating and they're in your way. And now you're going to want to lower your flame and allow your vegetables to cook, especially the potatoes. You know, those are a little harder. And what's good is that the potatoes, they're going to help in making your sauce a little thicker. But we don't want to overcook them, so just keep an eye on your vegetables. And then we're going to come back and check after like 15 to 20 minutes and see how our goat is looking and tasting. Okay guys, my goat is finished. So in total, it was cooking for 2 hours. This is looking and smelling so beautiful and so delicious, guys. I wish you guys could taste this right now. It really is so flavorful. And you can serve your goat with whatever side you prefer. It's also good with white rice. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I hope yours came out as good as mine did. Please subscribe to see more videos, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time.